Hi, today I'm explaining about other things in Illustrator. Suppose yesterday I covered the remaining tools. Okay, so suppose you create here A3 size, any size can be. Suppose here left side all the tools already I covered. Okay, every day we discussed about these tools and all. You also have to practice all those things. Okay. So the remaining things, so in Illustrator we have to learn few things. Okay, particularly when you use this work with pictures, photographs, so there will be a procedure to export and import into the Illustrator environment. Okay, let us check how to import your picture. Suppose this is a artboard, and from file, place, okay, and my reference pictures are there. From there I am importing. Suppose when placing my picture, so there the options are displaying link, template, and replace and show import options. So okay, and here these are the all formats. So these can these files you can import. Okay, let us check. Suppose here if I click link, after first select this, and suppose here automatically it is linking. Sometimes if you don't want, you can unlink also. Okay, so what is the link and unlink? Okay, difference between this. Let us first give the link. Okay, and place. Suppose the picture it is connected with your mouse, your cursor, and you can click. Yes, this will be your picture, and with the control shape make it small size and place the center. Yeah, this is my picture. Okay, and suppose if you open linked files in Illustrator, okay, so the object, this picture has the cross mark into like okay, so this is indicating your open picture is in linked format, so linked file, that is. Okay, so what is the benefit of this linked and unlinked files? Suppose when you use these link files, that means what, you are not directly opening that image in Illustrator. Okay, so your Illustrator is linking your pictures from your drive. Suppose C drive you are opening from the desktop, or otherwise F drive or something, E drive. Okay, so your actual picture will be there, and by using the link, that picture opening in Illustrator, but not actual the physical picture of that. So you are opening that link of the picture. Okay, so with this the benefit is when you work with multiple images in Illustrator, when you work with multiple images, suppose like brochure or any poster design, what are the banners and hoardings, so we use the combination of pictures, 2 pictures, 3 pictures, 4 or 5 or 10 pictures. Okay, all the pictures directly if you open without the link, suppose you are not giving the linked files and directly you are opening all the pictures in Illustrator, because the Illustrator is a vector based program. When you open all these, it can be file size bigger, and maybe it shows the file is not responding. Okay, so that is the problems when you work with the direct files. Direct file means embedding files, so I'll explain about embedding and also. Okay, so if you use linked files, suppose 10 or 20 images, that too by links only you are using, so those pictures directly not opening in Illustrator, and from some other place the links only you are opening here. Okay, then the file size will be the almost not more big size, and maybe it cannot show the the responding not responding problems. Okay, so it responds well. So always try to use that linked file only, but one thing, you have to carry these files for the final printing. Suppose your linked files are there in some folder, okay, otherwise in your desktop or C drive or whatever, B drive and E drive or F drive, but you finished a beautiful the brochure design. You included 20 to 30 beautiful images also, but used in linked files. And finally you finished your design and you have to send that file for the printer. That case, you send that file, Illustrator file, okay, for the printer, and that printer can open that file to try to open try to give the printing. So the problems can show what your linked files are missing. It shows the dialog box, the file has no linked files, you are missing the linked files. That means what, your linked files are at your desktop or some folder it has. Okay, so you have to carry those linked files along with you wherever you go for the printing. Okay, then your Illustrator file and linked files folder also combinedly you can give it to that printer. Then the printer, if they open that Illustrator file, and because that linked file also there, it displays your all the images in from the design. Okay, so that is the benefit of the linked files. Okay, and the drawback is what, you have to carry those linked files, don't forget this. Okay, so suppose here I open this image. Okay, now I'm saving this. Suppose save, here give name bird. Okay, and suppose I'm saving on desktop, save. Okay, so here the options are showing the include linked files. Suppose you are not giving this option and save OK. Okay, and suppose close this. Okay, and this is your actual bird, and I'm deleting from the actual folder. And suppose you open this, where is that, the bird, yeah, bird file. Yes, it's showing what, could not find the linked file birds because already I deleted, otherwise the folder is not there. And it is telling the PNG image, choose replace to select another file or ignore to leave the link unchanged. Suppose if I say replace, okay, and you can place any picture instead of that, or otherwise ignore. Suppose a replace, so replace means from that folder you can give this option and replace. That means what, your bird picture is replaced by this picture. Okay, suppose delete this, no, and suppose again you open this, it is telling C, so could not find the linked file. Okay, and replaced I used. Suppose ignore, you ignored that, what happened, without your picture your entire design, other design, suppose your text, your textures and your logo and the other things can display here, but there will be no picture. So that is the reason, don't forget, you have to give this insert your pictures, okay, in particular folder, and you carry that folder with your actual Illustrator file. Okay, so that is embedding. Okay, that linked file. And suppose here I'll get my same bird again. Where is that bird? Now what I'm doing, yeah, this you can delete. Now what I'm doing, okay, so there is a linked file actually, and suppose here from file again place. Now click on the bird, same bird. Now don't give the check mark here, don't give the tick mark, and place. See, your picture is yes. So you can make the small, and if you observe here, there is no cross mark, into mark on that picture. So that means what? You directly open the picture in Illustrator environment. Okay, so that means what? If you have a minus and pluses here, the plus is you no need to carry these pictures along with your actual Illustrator folder. Already it is directly opened in Illustrator. Okay, so for printing, if you are giving this file, just you can save this file, suppose save, otherwise gone. You deleted that. And now open this file. See, it is there. Okay, even I deleted from that folder, and it is there because it is already I used the linked file. Okay, just you can paste that. Okay, so that is the linked file. That is the benefit. Okay, no need to worry about carrying these files. So because your Illustrator file can store your actual image into that. But the problem is, when you work with multiple images, you are working for the brochure, you are working for the big hoarding or banner. There you use 10 or 15, 20 images. You directly open in the embedding way. So this is called embedding and linked files. So linked file means there is a cross mark symbol it shows, but here embedding files, embedding means directly embedding that file you are embedding into Illustrator. Okay, so you embeds all the images, 10-15 pictures in Illustrator for the brochure design. So what will happen, because of it is loading many pictures into Illustrator environment, and it is an vector based program, maybe it strucks, otherwise it shows it is not responding, program is not responding. There will be a problem, and it will be the big file size, a lot of complications will come. Okay, so that is the reason try to use the linked file method. Okay, and suppose this is here. Okay, yeah, now that is the method. Okay, so importing, and suppose when you export these files, we have different formats also there. Okay, so I'll explain how to give the formats and all. Before that, I want to explain the alignments. So alignments in Illustrator. So for that, I'll take another file. Yeah, here suppose I'm using, this is my one box. Okay, and suppose I duplicated this here, and again I duplicated, and again duplicated, and again duplicated. Okay, so these are my objects. Okay, so you have to align these in particular order. Okay, so there, for that purpose we have some options here. Okay, so align, if you click on that align button, it is available here, or otherwise in the properties bar here the aligns method is there. Okay, so it is showing align to key object, align to artboard, align to selection. Okay, the options are there, or otherwise you can click here. Okay, suppose here align to objects, I'll use here. Align to selection, right? Suppose it is selection aligning, and here the, align object here, and distribute objects and distribute spacing, and here I am giving align objects. So this is what the horizontal align left. So these are the left alignment, Control Z, and here this is horizontal align center. This is center alignment. Okay, and here it is horizontal align right, and this is a right alignment, Control Z, and here it is vertical align top, so vertically aligning top, and here it is vertical align center vertically, and here it is vertical align bottom, so at bottom it is aligning. Okay, there the other options are there. Okay, so distribute objects, so if you click on that, vertical distribute top, see these are distributing objects, and here and you can vertical distribute center, so this is vertical distribute center, and here it is vertical distribute bottom, it is not yes. Okay, so here I use this align to key object. Suppose click on this align to key object, and suppose this is my key object. Okay, so this dark color showing this is my key object, and here I'm using horizontal align right, so with the key object they're aligning. And suppose this is my key object again, and here you can give the distribute vertical distribute top. Okay, so with that key object that is giving, suppose let us check this, and this is my key object because my option is in the options bar, my option is there align to key object. Okay, so there I'm using yes, horizontal align left, so I'm using horizontal align left, or otherwise distribute top. Yeah, this I use align objects. Yes, it is aligned to that object. Okay, and then and here it is vertical distribute bottom, vertical distribute bottom. So this we can use as per our requirement. And here again align to artboard, give the option here according to your option, this will work. Okay, so this is my art border. So we are aligning to the art border, horizontal align left. See, this is my white paper art border, so it is aligning to art border. And suppose here I use horizontal align center, so exactly center to the art border your objects are aligning. So this is very important. Sometimes you have to use this horizontal align right, so right to the art border. Fantastic. And this is vertical align top, so this is the top, you can align this. And this is vertical align center, so vertically you can align center. And there is the last one, vertical align bottom. Okay, so these we have to use sometimes as per our need and requirement. We use this for the default align selection I'm giving. Okay, so this is distribute spacing. So there is a other option is there, distribute spacing. See, the spacing is distributing, and here it is horizontal distribute space. Okay, and suppose yes. So now here I'm giving the number. To specify spacing value, choose a key object by clicking on one of the selected objects. Yes, this is my key object, and here I'm giving 5. Okay, I'm giving 5, and now you can use this vertical distribute space. See, the same object is distributing with the same value, horizontal distributor space. Okay, and suppose here I use distribute objects by vertical distributes. Yes, see, it is maintaining same space 5 5 5. Here I'll give suppose 20, and now you can give the vertical distribute center the same value, and here it is distribute to bottom. You have to give this the object faster. Yes, and then you can give this distribute top. No, and this is vertical distribute space. Yes, so the same space it is distributing, and here it is vertical distribute bottom. See, so sometimes you have to use all these things as per our need and requirement. Okay, yes. So this is about alignments in Illustrator. Okay, now I'll explain about the file formats. Actually, the file formats are very useful. Okay, suppose for that can make one text or whatever image you can use. Make it ESIGN. This is my the design. Okay, and make it the bold. Give the big size text size. Okay, and give the color for that. Okay, red color. And here from the effects, so I'll explain effects and all what are this. It's a stylish drop shadow. Yeah, suppose this is my file. Okay, so how to save these files? Suppose see a file, save. Okay, and on desktop give the name design, 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 and desktop. Here we have a formats. Okay, Illustrator file, Adobe PDF. Okay, and Illustrator EPS file. EPS is encapsulated PostScript files, and Illustrator template. Illustrator, the template, whole template you can save it, and SVG, and SVG compressed, the compressed of the SVG. Actually, what is SVG? SVG is nothing but scalable vector graphics. So these files, so here we have three important files. So Illustrator file is there, and suppose Adobe PDF, the portable document format. This is also very important for printing. We use this for the crystal clarity. We give this output, and the Illustrator EPS, encapsulated PostScript file. Always this file can open in almost in all the software. So any software we can use this, open this. And SVG, scalable vector graphics, this file is, you can open this file actually in browsers, web browsers. Okay, so in this browser, suppose here Internet Explorer and Google Chrome and Mozilla, so where anywhere you can open in web environment, you can open this SVG files. Okay, let us check one by one. Suppose this is Adobe Illustrator file, save. Yeah, saved that file, and here in the options it is showing what Illustrator CC, Illustrator CC, CS6, CS5, CS4. These are the lower versions of the Illustrator. Suppose if you save this in CC, in the latest version, and the same file you are submitting for the printer, and the printer, suppose he is not using the same version of your softwares. Suppose he is using the lower version, Illustrator 8 or Illustrator suppose CS4, and your CC latest version fall, you cannot open their program. Okay, so that is the reason, try to give always in the lower version. Even though you are using the latest version, try to give in the lower version for commercial printing, so then anyone can use and open that file. Okay, so that is, so okay, so it is opened. I mean that is already saved. This is the file design, and now I'll save this in different format, that is nothing but the PDF. Suppose this is PDF, and save. And here in the PDF, the options are showing here, the general, compression. Okay, so these are the default settings, so you can use as easily. And suppose marks and bleeds, already I explained about marks and bleeds and all. So safe areas. Okay, so for print area, so these are the things about things. Okay, so output, so these are all. Again I'll explain when we work on the real-time the projects like our assignments. There we save in PDF. I'll explain about all the printer marks and all. Okay, for time being leave it as it is. So save PDF. So the file, it is saved in PDF. Suppose this is PDF, and now another format, save as. Okay, And now check the EPS, encapsulated PostScript file. Save this. Okay, and this is also the same, the versions it is showing. Okay, if 8-bit color, you can make it 8-bit color. The medium resolution, it is asking about the resolution, high resolution or the present, you can keep this as it is. Okay, and suppose here, okay. Okay, right. So this is your EPS file, and now you can save it in another format, that is SVG. Okay, save. For the SVG also we have some options. So SVG profile, so okay, SVG tiny, these are also the versions of the SVG in type of SVG file. Okay, and suppose this fonts and all clips use common English, this you can keep this as it is. Image location embed. Okay, yes, preserve Illustrator editing capabilities. So if you give this tick mark now, you can edit that. Okay, and Illustrator again. Okay, suppose, and this is it's not saved. Yeah, and this is your file. These are the files. So this is Illustrator file, and this is PDF file, and this is SVG file, and this is encapsulated PostScript file. It is showing encapsulated PostScript. Okay, so when you open this PDF file, it will open the PDF. Okay, so this is very nice. In PDF you can zoom the maximum size without losing your picture quality. Will get that. Okay, so preferable printing format. This is the PDF. Okay, yes. And then you can open this SVG. The SVG actually I'm opening with the Internet Explorer. See, this is my web browser, and I open this by Internet Explorer. So this is the benefit of the for this thing. And this is, you can open in Photoshop also, even InDesign or any software you can use in this file. Okay, so let us check later this is, because we don't want open any other software right now. Okay, the basically Illustrator has the main these are the formats. Adobe Illustrator Adobe Illustrator A format. After A format, then you have PDF format, and then the EPS, and then SVG. These are the 4 important formats generally we use. And suppose when you export this, here we have export for screens. So this is export for screens means what? This is also one kind of export options. Okay, and here we have PNG and JPEG formats it is including. Okay, and here set export panel. Okay, export panels are there, all assets whatever you did, so all the exports it is telling. Okay, and suppose the artboards, this is your artboards. Assets means these are the assets, all assets. Okay, okay, export artboard means the same artboard you can export as usually. And here, and suppose here export as, yes, here we have options. So you can export as AutoCAD drawing and BMP, and suppose CSS, enhanced meta file, and JPG, and Macintosh, and Photoshop PSD file. Yes, you can save your Illustrator file into PSD Photoshop file, and that file you can open in Photoshop. This is really very useful the format, because so you can use Illustrator and do the design and save it in Illustrator file, and the same file you can open in Photoshop. So, and PNG. Okay, so portable network graphics, so transparency, with transparency you can create, and of course SVG also there, and Tharga file, text format, TIFF. So in these formats, generally the important formats are, suppose sometimes we save it in AutoCAD, otherwise flash file also there, flash file, SW format also you can save your Illustrator file. Okay, and JPEG, and this is Photoshop, and suppose PNG, SVG. So these are the important file formats. Okay, TIFF format is for the large file format you will get. So these are the formats whenever we use the design works for the final submission. So I'll explain again all these things. Okay, so these are the export options. Okay, yeah, today I explained about all these things. So how to import your images. Okay, and about I explained linked files and embedding files, and the same way I explained about all the alignments. Okay, and here all the file formats I explained. Okay, so you also have to practice all these things, and whenever you will have any doubt, please ask. Okay, thank you.